Hi everybody, it's Miss Elkins here. This is your lesson for Monday. I'd like you to make sure that you get this sheet of paper from the sub. Your sheet will not be colorful like mine, so you'll have to just make do with black and white copies. I just want to refresh your memories today about order of operations. So we use PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, to help us remember which order to do our operations. And as you all remember, the P stands for parentheses. So on your notes paper, I want you to turn it sideways and write parentheses here underneath the P. Oh, I almost ran out of room. Okay, so parentheses. The second thing that you need to look at when you're solving and simplifying or evaluating expressions is the E. And as you all know, the E stands for exponents. So if there are any exponents, you need to evaluate those next after you've cleared your parentheses. Once you've cleared your parentheses, the next step will be multiplication and division. And those two things are done in order from left to right. Multiplication doesn't always come first, but the M stands for multiply, and the D stands for divide. And those are done in order from left to right, the same way you read a book, from left to right. After you've done everything in parentheses, all the exponents, all the multiplying, all the dividing, then finally, at the very end, it's time to do any adding or subtracting. Remember, adding doesn't necessarily come first. They go in order from left to right. So if subtraction comes first, you must subtract first. If addition comes first, you must add first. It is not add first and then subtract. Okay, so that's just a refresher on how to solve a problem using order of operations. And we'll use order of operations from here on out. That will not change. You will never add before you multiply or do parentheses. You will always use this order. Okay, so let's do this example together. If you look at this problem, it's negative 32 divided by 8 times 2 minus 4 plus parentheses negative 2 plus 3 parentheses exponent of 2. If I look at this, I know automatically that my first step is going to be to do what is in parentheses. Okay, so we write parentheses right here. And the problem that's inside the parentheses is negative 2 plus 3. Negative 2 plus 3 equals 1. So there's our first step. Now that we've taken care of the parentheses, because there's nothing inside the parentheses except for the number 1, we'll do the next step. And that will be the exponent. The funny thing about 1, you can raise it to any power and it still equals just 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, no matter how many times you do it, equals 1. So our next step, after we clear the exponents, is to put a 1 here. Okay? After that, we're going to do negative 32 divided by 8, because division is coming first on the left. So our next step will be to divide. Okay, negative 32 divided by positive 8 is negative 4. Okay, our next step was going to be multiplication, because we have negative 4 times 2. What is negative 4 times 2? Negative 8, you say? That's absolutely right. Now, the only things we have left are addition and subtraction, and we'll do those in order from left to right. We'll start with negative 8 minus 4. Negative 8, well, we'll go ahead and write subtraction here. Negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. If you don't know why that's true, please look up at the top of the room and look at your number line and realize that if you start at negative 8 and you go to the left 4 spaces, then you wind up at negative 12. Integer rules are still in play from here on out. Okay, my last step in this problem is going to be to add. I have to add negative 12 plus 1. That 1 is going to cancel out one of those negatives and leave me with an answer of negative 11. Okay, once you've got this page filled out and finished, make sure you double check with the sub and see that you've got it all done correctly, and then put this in your binder with the rest of your notes. Okay, hope this lesson is helpful. Hope you have a great day.